Alright, now I cannot remember. This was like a coffee talk like game. And let's see. It's the 18th today. 3 days until Coffee Talk Tokyo comes out. And like, I am so stinking excited for it. Fingers crossed. I have a request on Keymailer. Oh, there we go. Close. Alright, so it doesn't seem like controller compatibility here, but that's fine. Alright, new game. Mail and delivery. Did I pause Spotify? No, I didn't. In a quiet dungeon abandoned by most, where there is no glory left to claim, a handful of adventurers still wander its depths, fulfilling their purpose. In a torchlit corridor of the middle floor, a lone stall stands. A place where adventurers pause for a meal. A place where they find solitude amidst danger. I love the vibes. And just the little, people running by. Okay. View recipes, affinities, and dungeon encyclopedia. Man, that looks good. Requires basilisk broth, 3 basilisks, 2 elk boar, 1 shroomies. Rogue delight. Shroomies broth. Paladin grace. Treant broth. Oh, heck yeah. Mandrake broth. Mage comfort. Oh, my dog has come to visit me. Curse list. Poisoned. Frightened. Alright, let's do this. Decorations catalog. She likes sitting right next to my computer. And getting her fur all up in my exhaust fans. Alright. I'm 90... Alright, we're just gonna start the day. Hello, cook. Oh, welcome. Hi, Milky. Let me guess. Long day. You can tell? Yeah, I'm exhausted. Today's job brings me to the lower floor. All by yourself? No. Yeah. I usually prefer going with a party, you know? But I couldn't find anyone free today. It feels like fewer and fewer people come down here lately. This island doesn't have a lot of adventurers to begin with. I just saw the kitty. Alright. Most already outgrew this dungeon and moved to tougher places. The background. That explains a lot. But hey, I'm glad people like you still show up here. The townsfolk must be grateful. Haha, that's kind of why I still enjoy the job. Seeing people smile, hearing them say thank you, it feels good. Not because of the gold? Well, that too, of course. Glad you're enjoying it then. So what took you down here today? The herbalist asked me to hunt seedlings. Those tiny puffballs with big leaves on their heads. They look adorable. It seemed like an easy job at first. Till you whack them and they start screaming. I almost apologized to one before whacking it. That does sound like you. Hey, I can be fierce too. Okay. How many did you end up getting? 2? But I swear, they were the strongest in the entire floor. They kept running in circles like they were mocking me. Sounds annoying. What'd you do to finish them off, then? Well, I didn't really. I guess I'm still too soft. I just put them to sleep with a spell instead. Hitting them while they squeak like that felt wrong. Well, at least you got the job done. So, you're heading to your next job? I haven't delivered them to the herbalist yet. I wanted to come here first. You know, check in, breathe a little. I feel like my legs are gonna fall off if I don't eat soon. Want something warm to help you recover? Oh, sure. I'd love a monk delight. Do you still have the notebook, or do you still use the notebook I gave you for recipes? I do. 1 monk delight coming right up. Okay. Alright. Tima could really use a monk delight after an exhausting hunt. Alright. Oh, monk delights. Mandrake broth. 3 elk boar, 2 mandrake, and a seedling. Alright, prepare ingredients. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Basilisk mandrake broth. Fun. Okay, mandrake broth. 3 elk boar. Okay, 3 elk boar. 2 mandrake. And a seedling. Yay! Oh my gosh. That is so adorable. Ooh, this smells amazing. You really nailed it. Thanks, this is exactly what I needed. Glad you like it. But hey, eat a little slower, okay? Let it settle in properly. Right. It's just really good. I'm guessing your first week's been treating you well then? Honestly, it feels kind of nice. Like I'm finally starting to be someone people can rely on. That's nice. Back home, everyone kept saying I was too soft, too sheltered. You know, the girl who'd trip over her own robe. When I finished the job, even if it was just 2 seedlings, I kind of felt proud of myself. You go, girl. Like, ha! Look at me now. Even if my legs were shaking the whole walk here. Hey, that's how it starts. Everything's built from the small stuff. You think so? Girlfriend, I know so. Of course, adventuring, life, same rule applies. Nobody starts with the big feats. You put a seedling to sleep today, and one day you'll look back and realize you've come a long way. That. Never thought putting a seedling to sleep could count for anything. By the way, you never told me what you're really out here for. Why'd you choose to be an adventurer? Have you ever heard about the Fernshade Circle? The Druid Circle? Yeah, only rumors, nothing solid. Right, same for me. Someone at the orphanage once told me that my late parents might have been connected to Fernshade. That's why I want to look into them. I heard becoming an adventurer is the best way to gather information. And what do you want to know about Fernshade? Well, anything, honestly. But I don't know how people join, or where they gather, or even if they still exist. All I have are little hints here and there. I just want to know who my parents really were, even a little. That's gonna be tough to gather infos here. Maybe. But I have a hunch. More people will start visiting this place quite soon. How do you know? Druid's instinct, maybe. If chatting with people here brings me even a little bit closer, then I think it's worth trying. It's the kitty. Is old. I still can't believe it. Oh my god, I need a new chair. There's a food stall this deep in the dungeon. It's quiet and warm. A prime real estate, wouldn't you say? It's wonderful. See, I told you. Wait, you're new, right? I'm Tima. Are you an adventurer too? Wanna team up sometime? Are you really inviting me? Why, yes. But I kinda need to deliver these seedlings before noon. Maybe tomorrow? Or the day after? Don't disappear on me, okay? I won't. Let's try adventuring together sometime. Alright, I'm off. Don't forget. See you later, Cook. What an energetic girl. I like her already. Energetic enough that neither of you set a time or place. Your place is surprisingly cozy. Hard to believe this is inside a dungeon. I love it. You're not from around here, are you? Is it that obvious? Those fancy plates and spotless boots kind of give it away. Hard to miss. Fair. I haven't been wandering for long. Enjoying it so far? Honestly, yeah. So far, it's been a great journey. Just wish the days were a little longer. Feels like everything ends too fast. To walk roads with no one hovering behind me, no titles here, no expectations. I'm intrigued, but I won't pry. You're surprisingly gentle. For someone who could have asked a dozen questions by now. Haha, give it time. Most people end up talking once they've had a warm bowl here. Maybe I will too. I love it here. People passing through and choosing their own pace. Sounds freeing, right? It is. Back home, my every step was someone else's decision. Where to go, who to meet, what to become. Out here, I finally get to breathe without anyone watching over my shoulder. You'd be surprised how loud silence feels when no one's escorting you. You're not used to being on your own? Not like this. But I'm learning. And for once, it feels like mine. Even if I'm just stumbling through a dungeon with clean boots. Sounds like you're exactly where you need to be. At least for now. Even if just for a little while. Are you chasing something? I guess I am. Freedom. My own. Can I pet the kitty? I can still. Did you? Wait, hold on. Did you tell the cook anything weird? I said hello? That's it? And that your ears twitch when you're annoyed. Isolde? That's not... Ugh. Quite the entrance. Sorry. She keeps wandering off. And saying things she shouldn't. I don't see the issue. The cook doesn't look like someone who would blab. I've heard stranger things behind this counter. But nothing dangerous. See? Yeah. That's why we keep things simple. You talk less. I panic less. You panic no matter what I do. That's because you keep acting like you're on a sightseeing trip. Instead of a dungeon hunt. You two seem oddly functional. Functional? I'm the only reason she's not being eaten by a mimic right now. That is not true. I learn quickly. You tried to pet a corpse bug. It was shiny. Still, it's rare seeing an Animari and an elf travel together. Most pairs like that don't stick. Believe me, I didn't plan to. We met at the port. She was about 2 minutes away from getting scammed by a porter twice her age. He said he knew the safe roads. He was lying through his missing teeth. I stepped in, mostly because I figured I could overcharge her later. Alrighty. To tell my puppy to lay down. You what? I said at first. I'm not proud of it. And then? Then she started talking about wanting to explore the world. Fresh air, new places, all that other hopeful nonsense. And, I don't know, something in me couldn't leave her there. She means she got soft. I did not get soft. I didn't want to see someone get eaten by life. And that's how you ended up here? Pretty much. She said dungeons were the best place to learn fast. I said dangerous, not educational. But she only heard the part she liked. Since we're already here, Cook, could I get something warm? Depends what you're craving. Something minty? Minty. And to keep the spirits up. Today has been a lot. She means she panicked at a mushroom. Oh no. A mushroom that wasn't even moving. It twitched, Cancel. Twitched! Yeah. And you, Cancel? Wanna eat? I'm good. I ate my ration before chasing her across half the floor. Still full. If I eat more, I'll fall asleep standing. And I refuse to let you lead me into a trap. Because you thought a slime looked friendly. Okay, fair. Just one order then. Coming right up. Can't wait. A minty bowl to keep her spirit up. Alright, bitter, spicy, salty, bitter, minty, treant broth, 4 mandrake, 2 seedling. And then it's 4 mandrake. Yes, 4 mandrake. Woot! Click to serve. Ember note. Oh, this smells incredible. Freshly made. It looks perfect and I feel excited. It actually feels like it's untangling my whole day. Excuse me. Good. Maybe now you'll stop trying to pet dangerous things. Let me enjoy my bowl in peace, please. Glad it's hitting the spot. By the way, Cook, why are you here? Most people don't set up a food stall this deep in a dungeon. I'm not most people. I'm the dungeon clerk assigned to this place. Dungeon clerk? Yeah. Daily inspections. Monitoring monster activity. Then reporting to the guild at the end of each month. If something weird happens, like a sudden spike in difficulty, I'm the first to catch it. Makes sense. A dungeon going wild can wipe a town if no one's paying any attention. Exactly. And since I have a lot of downtime between checks, I figured I might as well cook for whoever wanders in. But I've never seen anyone cook monsters before. Is that normal? Really? It's something I picked up back when I was in the northern continent. You say it like it's nothing, but that skill is rare. Rare? As in valuable? As in factions would throw money at him. Monster cooks don't just show up every day. Why is that? Takes guts, literally. Monster cooking isn't just chopping things up. You have to taste what you make. One mistake and you'll die before your next dish. That's horrifying. Exactly why most people don't do it. Those who did, half didn't survive past their first recipe. Then why bother? Because a good monster cook turns danger into supply. They turn threats into logistics. Logistics? The most important thing in any expedition. You can have numbers, strength, fancy swords. None of that matters if your group can't stand up straight from hunger. Morale, stamina, coordination, all of it starts with the stomach. Even the best swordsman can't fight on an empty stomach. I never thought about it that way. Still feels odd, though. You, all the way down here? Yeah. Why settle in a dungeon instead of a big faction? What brought you here, Cook? I guess I like the quiet. That's his way of saying, don't ask. Fair enough. Everyone's running from... or toward something. Alright, we've taken enough of the cook's time. Let's move before someone starts asking questions with weapons. Right. Thank you for the meal and the silence. Both were perfect. You are welcome. Come again later. Will do. See you around, Cook. I'll do pet the kitty. Alright, let's close up shop. Alright, 2 satisfied customers. Why do I keep writing reports to myself? Verdant Moon! Tuesday the 14th. Alright, well, let's spend a little money on that. The only thing faster than your Doom hour delivery. We are open. There's a kitty. Tatuka. You still breathing down here? Alright, love that character design. Oh, welcome. What brings you in? Ah, what else? World up there's too stressful for a retired adventurer like me. How's things down here? Quiet as usual? Ugh. You guys have a chair. But supplies are running thin. The merchant hasn't showed up for 2 days now. Probably too busy polishing coins with his tongue. But you can still cook, wouldn't you? Gotta take this heat off me. Make me something calming. Good thing I've got just enough for a mage's comfort. Would you like it? Sure. Mage comfort. Oh. And alright, and the mage's comfort. I know I just made this. Mandrake broth. That was 3 mandrakes, 2 seedlings. 2 seedlings. And a shroomy. Serve. Now that's what I'm talking about. Burns going down, but feels like a hug inside. Good job, Cook. Long day? You think after saving a kingdom for once or two, a man could sit back in peace. But no. Tatuka, the roof is leaking. Tatuka, why'd you buy another axe? Woman, it's not just another axe. It's an enchanted axe, you see? Carved by blind monks in a storm, probably. She wouldn't understand. Sounds like things are rough at home. Eh, she's been rough since the day I met her. clumsiest cleric I ever seen. Tripped over her own mace more times than I've swung mine. And she talks. Never known a dwarf whose tongue worked faster than her staff. Sounds like someone fell for the noise. Maybe. It's the way she talks. Like how she treats children like they're royalty. Or the smell of her hair after a rain spell. She's loud, sure, but her presence, it's like it fills the silence, you know? You really love her, huh? Love's too small of a word, maybe. Or too big. Either way, I married her. Even if she does nag like she's got 3 lungs. She patched me up better than any temple cleric. Mostly so she could yell at me for getting hurt again. She complains about every axe I bring home, but she sharpens them when I ain't looking. Says my boots stink, but she still lays them by the fire. She's an annoying woman. Loud, messy, but the silence when she ain't around, that's worse. You miss her already, don't you? Yeah, maybe. You know, I still remember the first time she yelled at me. Wasn't even a proper conversation. It's just, you call that a shield formation? Right in the middle of a battle. Tactical critique under pressure. That's dedication. Dedication and a mouth that could wake the dead. You know. I've been wandering through this forgotten dungeon for days now. And if I'm honest, I didn't come here for glory, or gold, or goblin ears. And what brought you here? Voices. My memory's strong. My axe arm still got swing. But I can't remember my father's voice, nor me mum's. Their faces, clear as day, but their voices, gone. It's like the world muted them when I wasn't paying attention. That's a painful kind of silence. I can't let that happen to my wife. You know, that dwarf lives a long life. Long enough to forget little things, like the sound of someone's voice. She might live 100 winters past me, and all she'll have is silence where I used to be. You want to leave her something she can still hear. Exactly. Not just some trinket or battered axe, but me, the way I really was. Muttering, grumbling, maybe humming that awful lullaby she likes. Something she can play back when the world gets too quiet. Even if I croak tomorrow, I want my voice to stay. Is that why you came here? Heard some drunk mages in a bar, rambling about an old sound catcher scroll, some mythic spell that can trap a voice. Keep it echoing forever. They say it's buried somewhere in this place. Might be a fool's errand, but if there's even a chance, I've got to try. That's one of the most honest reasons I've heard for walking into danger. Bah, don't get snappy on me, cook. Oh, by the way, your banner. I used to carry a banner like that during the Skyfall incident. Didn't feel like much at the time, but it kept the squad steady. Feels strange seeing it here again. I also kept a habit from those days. I used to chew seedling leaves to keep myself up when I was down. Alright then, best make good use of this axe before it gets rusty. I'll buy her something tasty with the coin. Maybe that'll quiet the old nag down for a night. Thanks for the grub, cook. You still got the best pot in this dungeon. See you tomorrow. Malin. Be right back. Alrighty. What a grumpy old man he is. Malin delivery reporting for duty. Geez, do you have to be this loud every time? Gotta make an entrance. I mean, what he's gonna do, scare the monsters away. Your order's all here, freshly hunted and still wriggling. Don't get why you always come in person. Come on, you're my VIP client. At least a rookie wouldn't talk my ears off every delivery. That's all part of the service. A good merchant builds relationships. Convince them you're the best choice around. And scam them with overpriced items, ethically. Not that I've got any other options down here. You're the only merchant nuts enough to do these rounds in the dungeon. With how well you're doing, I'm surprised the Merchants Guild hasn't set anyone. I don't even have a shop. I just go where the coin is. The guild's too stiff for that. I'd rather stay comfy up top. So, how's life on the middle floors treating you? Quiet as always, not many visitors. Makes sense, this dungeon's old news. Every corner's been picked clean. Most adventurers have moved on to newer, shinier dungeons. You know, you could try setting up closer to the surface. Plenty of fresh faces training up there. They don't need what I'm selling. It's the deeper delvers who need a proper meal. Fair point. It'll be more useful here. One of your regulars told me your stew made him hit harder. Said it put fire in his arms. Give me a warrior deluxe, will ya? A warrior deluxe. Behead the mandrake. Alright. Basilisk. Alrighty. Basilisk. 3 basilisk. 2 elk boar. And a shroomies. Fantastic. Just like how I imagine. I'm telling you, we should start bottling this stuff. Monster meat's tricky. It needs to be eaten fresh and slow. Rush it and you get weird side effects. What, like a rash? Or like 3 days of talking backwards. And trying to fight your own shadow. Not exactly crowd friendly. Alright, maybe no bottling. But what about a second kitchen? You train someone, I handle the funding, boom, franchise. You think I haven't tried? One wrong slice and your cook ends up howling at spoons. Monster cuisine isn't something you teach overnight. Still, sounds like a profitable disaster waiting to happen. I'm tempted. Don't forget to hang that mail-in approved sign where people can see it. I'm using it to patch the leak over by the kitchen. That's top-grade advertising material. Oh, check out my latest catalog when you're free. Sometimes someone will open up more. If you have a decoration that piqued their interest. Last time I checked, you tried to sell me a cursed ladle for the price of a gold necklace. Dun dun dun. Lightly cursed. It stirs itself. Think of the labor you save. Anyway, stay warm and don't burn the stew. Catch you next week, chef. Just bring the ingredients and less noise next time. No promises. Now that I have the ingredients, let's close up early and start preparing. What? I thought he had a new catalog. Boo. Alright. Open sesame. The soup's gone cold, the fire's burning low. It looks like our little preview adventure ends here. Oh man. Till then, eat well, dream big, and maybe don't stir the pot too hard. See you soon, adventurer. Oh my god, that was delightful. The demo has ended. Thanks so much for playing. Yay! When I put these up on YouTube, I will have links in the description for everything, including, you know, developer socials, Steam page, stuff like that. And so, yeah, that'll be right down below. And we are going to do one more.